Hey there, it's Jennifer. We are back at Michael's. We're going to take a look at the Silent Night collection. And so far, just at a quick glance, I love it. We are going to start off with some of their figurines. They have this bust here of the reindeer with the glasses and the pipe. It is mixed media. It does have some velvet or flocking on it, as well as the resin. It's going to be $39.99 for this. They have two different versions of this. So this one is going to be the fox. He's got the fox tail here and a little tray that you can put something on, maybe a miniature ornament or something like that. And then you have his friend here, who is the reindeer. They still have some packaging on these, and he has a glitter scarf on him. He's got some glitter on his outfit as well, but they'd be really cute as a set somewhere. These are also going to be $39.99 each. They also have some candle holders here. They got two different sizes. So the larger one is going to be $19.99. The smaller is going to be $14.99. They are glass, so you can put your own tea light in there to create some light in an area. They also have this nice black picture frame for $19.99. It is an extremely high gloss there. Standard backing, so you can set it up on a tabletop. There is no hook at the top though to hang it as wall decor, so there is that just to keep in the back of your mind if you're liking this one. And they also have some really cool ornaments. These are $12.99. So you have this one here. It is covered in crushed velvet. The top does have some pleating on it. Then you have the silver pieces going all the way around, and then the black beads dangling. That is really cool. And then you have this one here that is, again, has some, actually that's more like a satin fabric on there, and then you have the silver studs or rivets and the spikes. There was a third one here that I saw the other day. I just came in to see if the collections were even out, but I couldn't film that day, and they only had one in the box, and I grabbed it, so I'll have to show you when I do a haul. But it was didn't have any fabric showing, and it was covered in these spikes, so all over the entire thing it was just a spiky ornament. So grabbed that on my last trip, but I don't see another one out here. It was the last one when I came in. But these are really cool, different kind of options for a darker aesthetic for Christmas. They also have this really cool candle holder, which honestly, you could use this for a Halloween all the way through the new year, all winter long. It just has some branchy trees all the way around it. It's going to be $24.99. Again, everything right now is 40% off for all of their Christmas collections. So this would be $24.99 is the retail price, and then you take 40% off of that. They also have this candle here. It is an unscented candle, which is kind of nice. You know, you don't always want a scent, or maybe you're allergic. This is $14.99 for this. I do like the geometric shape of the candle holder, and this is another piece that I just loved. This is $39.99. You kind of have the sled in the back here and the reindeer on top. You can put a wine bottle in there. You don't necessarily have to use it that way. You could put some candies in there if you want to. Whatever you want to do, however you want to use this. I just think it's just another gorgeous different piece for that darker aesthetic. $60, $59.99. They have these larger jingle bells here with the star cutouts. It comes in this kind of darker silver, more of a platinum color, and the matte black. They are metal. They actually have a jingle bell inside of them, but these are really, really cool. I would say from the bottom of the bell to the top is probably 14 inches or so tall. I think that's really neat. They also have some really cool artwork in this collection. So this deer one is pretty large. It's going to be $39.99. It's probably 2.5 feet tall, maybe a foot wide on it. It does have some paint lift on it, so it looks like there's extra paint, like it's coming off the canvas, and there's some glitter detail on certain parts of it as well, just to give it some dimension and texture, and hopefully You can see that as I move the camera through, that it will glitter, and there's some high gloss paint in certain areas to catch the light as well, so it has that extra dimension. I think that is gorgeous. This one is going to be, I saw the sale price is $35.99, so whatever that makes the real retail price, I think $60 is their retail price. This is, it's pretty pricey as well. So yeah, this one is a lot of glitter on it. It has the tree. This is obviously smaller than the reindeer. This is going to be maybe 18 inches tall, a foot wide or so, but I think it's stunning. And then the bell picture here, I'll have to put the price on the screen for you because I wasn't able to find it really quickly just surfing their website while I'm in store right now, and I don't see one on the shelves here. But this one, this is the one that I am leaning towards picking up. I just think it is really different, and I just love the colorway on it. I think it would just go so well with some of my themes that I pull through every year. But honestly, all three of them would work really well. I just don't have a ton of wall space in my house to put holiday artwork, and it's kind of hard for me to store it as well. So I don't know, something to think about for me, but maybe it'll work for you. They also have these really nice marble trays here with the metal handles. These are going to be $34.99. They're all going to look a little bit different because it is real marble. That's just a nice kind of classic addition for this collection. They have this pillow as part of the collection, $34.99 for this. It is crushed velvet, and you have the beading and the embroidery work on the sides. This one is also going to be $34.99. That is black with a champagne gold stitch work there that says Mary. And then this lumbar shaped pillow has the geometric, almost like rivets that go through it, and the crushed velvet. This is going to be $39.99. And they have these metal trees here as well. There are 3 sizes. You got tall, medium, and small. The largest one is $29.99. The middle is $24.99, and the small is $19.99. These are something that I am definitely considering picking up. While it wouldn't necessarily go with my gingerbread theme for this year, it would go with every other theme that I have that has more of a darker, a lot more black into it that I pull through, whether it's through a checkerboard or a black and white theme. Yeah, so this is something I'm really considering. And again, everything is 40% off right now, so that makes it a little more enticing. They also have some beautiful faux fur pieces here. So we have the Christmas stocking in the ribbed faux fur, and it is the same on both sides. And they have the matching tree skirt that is a 4-foot diameter tree skirt. They also have the matching throw blanket, and that is going to be $49.99, excuse me. It's a 50 by 60 throw blanket. And this wreath, I think this is like one of the nicest wreaths that I've personally seen for any holiday in a really long time. Some of them that we've seen have been really fun or really beautiful. I'm in love with this one, and it does have a little bit of gold touch to it, but I could almost accept it. This is really pretty. I like the ribbon on it. I love the studded work here. It even has some almost like a disco ball look to some of these pieces. The sharp geometric shapes of some of the ornaments, I think that is beautiful. I don't see a price here, so I'll have to find it, put it on screen for you, but absolutely gorgeous. They also have some flocked pine cones here in 2 sizes. So the smaller one is going to be $14.99. The larger one is $19.99. They do have some weight to them. Doesn't say what they're made out of, but my guess is it's either some kind of resin or something similar. It does feel like if you dropped it too hard on the floor, some of these might snap off. So you might want to be a little careful when you're packing them away at the end of the season. But those are, I think, really pretty. They also have these candle holders here with the Christmas tree. These are metal pieces, and they are one-sided, and I think that's an important piece to note. So if you're going to do a tablescape or something with these, you just might want to be aware that the back side is going to look like a back side, so you might want to put something behind it there. So just taking note of that. And the candle holders, the tall one is going to be $29.99 and the small one $24.99. They also have a collection of black candles here for $9.99 each per pair. So they have these that are ribbed, these ones that are twisted, and these ones that have more of a geometric shape to them. Again, these are real candles, not LED, and they are $9.99 per pack. And the large nutcrackers, I adore these. These are so cool. You could even use them for Halloween. Yeah, I love these. They are $80 each, $79.99. They have the two styles here, the drummer one and the one holding the staff. They have the geometric rivets or studs on their pants. Some have faux fur. I love the chains, real chains on the shoulders, the geometric rivet detail on the hat and the crown. I think these are just really, really cool. And the way they use the different media to make it look shiny, make it look matte, make it look like it has texture and detail instead of using color, I think that is just really cool. And I know I said that a lot today. I've overused a lot of words today, but that's just what they are to me. So yeah, love these. These two nutcrackers are more of the traditional size of the nutcrackers. These are around a foot tall, maybe 14 inches or so. These are going to be $29.99 each. Very similar to the larger ones that we just looked at, just in a smaller size. So yes, same hats on them, same faux fur on the legs. It's just a smaller size of them. But again, I think these are just so cool. Am I going to get them? No, I have several black nutcrackers already. I just don't need them. But if I did, I would absolutely grab these. They also have some really cool black trees here. So this one is going to be $29.99. It's probably about 11 inches tall or so. Does have that, kind of carries through that diamond rivet shape that we're seeing in a lot of other things in this collection onto this tree here. Kind of gives that studded look to it, which I think is pretty cool. It does not light up, so it's just a figurine tree, but again, very cool on that. And then this one is going to be a bit taller than that one we just looked at. This is going to be $34.99. I do like that some of the black has been pulled away at the tips of these rivets here, or columns, ribbing, however you want to call it, on here, so you can see the silver coming through to give it some additional shine and texture. Again, it's not going to light up, it's just the figurine. This one is probably going to be closer to about 14 inches tall. Really cool trees, and when you put them next to each other, the difference in the textures I think just plays really well off of each other. Very cool. And then some of my favorite things is the silver mercury glass. These are going to be the same heights as the trees we just looked at. So the shorter one is going to be $34.99 for the mercury glass tree. These don't light up either. These are just figurines. This taller one, wait, I think I have the prices turned around here. I think I have the prices flipped around. This is going to be $29.99. $34.99, similar to the black ones that we just looked at. The smaller ones, $29.99. The taller one, $34.99. But again, you kind of see how they pull through that rivet look. They pull through the ribbed look on here. Almost flipped from how they did the black ones, where the taller one had the ribbing and the smaller one had that rivet look. Opposite on the mercury glass ones, so you can put them all together and they're going to play off really nicely with each other. And one of my favorite things in this collection are these little iron snowflakes. They come in two sizes. They're almost just like a little X piece here. They are metal. They're a pretty heavy metal too. The smaller one that I was just holding is $12.99. This a larger one is going to be $16.99. I think that would be really cool for some shelf styling or just sitting on top of a stack of books on a coffee table. A lot of different things you can do with that little snowflake. And I think this is one of those things, at least for me, I don't know if we're going to see it anywhere else or ever again. It seems like a one collection and gone kind of piece. So if you like it, I would say grab it for sure. They have this little reindeer pot here. This is going to be $19.99. I'm not sure if it's even food safe. I would say it's not food safe. It's marked as a decorative container, so I would say no on food safe. Just used for decoration. You can put a faux Christmas tree in there. I think that would look really cool in something like that. They also have this trinket container here to put something in. Again, it's marked as a decorative piece. It doesn't say anything about being food safe. So you might be able to put some wrapped candy in here, but I wouldn't put anything like M&Ms or nuts. I just don't think it'd be safe enough to do something like that. So make sure whatever you put in here is wrapped if it's like a candy, or it's not food and you're just using it as a trinket dish of sorts. But I think the design on those are also really neat. And you know, this collection had to have a black reindeer in here somehow, so they have the large and the small. The large is $29.99, the small is $19.99. They both have a little jingle bell on them. They feel like they're metal on both of those, which is kind of nice that they won't break so easy. And they have some good weight to them as well. They also have this piece of wall art here. This is a canvas piece. It's going to be $14.99. And similar to the other canvas pieces we looked at, some of the paint is a little thicker and lifted up, has some glitter in some areas, some high gloss paint in some areas to give it some more dimension and texture. Again, I just think these are just so well done. I love these canvas prints in this collection. And they also have a sleigh. This is going to be $49.99. It is metal and it's trimmed out in glitter on all of the rails and the sled part of the sled. The foot of the sled, is that what you call it? The foot of the sled does have a bell at the top here as well. On the top, got that little swirl piece of metal with the working bell. Again, these are really great to use as centerpieces. You can put in front of the fireplace, on an entry table, a sideboard, wherever you want, and you can fill it with presents or faux presents or trees and branches and picks. All sorts of different ways you can decorate with this. And that is going to do it for our trip into Michael's to check out the Silent Night collection. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.